In the far edge of the galaxy, beyond the stars known to most civilizations, there was a quiet planet named Nova 12. It was small. No spaceports, no big cities. Only a few farming zones and solar towers spread across green valleys. From space, it looked like a forgotten human colony. No warships, no defense satellites, no military signals, just silence and simplicity. That was exactly why the alien scouts picked it. The Zarkel Empire, one of the most feared alien empires in the galaxy, was expanding. They had conquered 12 planets in the past year. Their soldiers were strong, trained, and armed with the best technology. Their commanders wanted a quick and easy win to train new troops, so they searched for weak targets. And Nova 12 appeared on the scan like a gift. No threat signals. Human population below 5,000. No defense grid. It's perfect, said Commander Vrox, looking at the hologram. His mouth twisted into a cold smile. Send in the rookies. Let them have fun. Inside the warship Claw of Victory, 20 young Zarkel soldiers cheered. They were excited. Their training was finally going to be tested. The planet below looked like nothing. Just peaceful fields, small buildings, and quiet roads. One rookie, young and proud, asked, "Do humans always leave their colonies this unprotected?" Vrox laughed. "Only when they are stupid, or weak. And these look both." The ships began to descend. Clouds burned as the dropships entered the atmosphere. From the command deck, Vrox watched with pride. 7 minutes. That's all you'll need, he said. But down on Nova 12, things were not as simple as they seemed. Inside a small building hidden in the mountains, a woman looked at the radar screen. Her name was Serena Hale. She was once a major in the Terran, Special Forces, now officially retired. But she never really left service. Nova 12 was her home now. Like many others who lived there, she chose a quiet life after war. But war never truly leaves the soldiers. She pressed a button on her old console. A message sent. Short, silent, encrypted. Then she spoke softly to the air. "They're here." At that moment, on the other side of the planet, an old man in a greenhouse looked up. He paused from cutting plants and walked to a wooden shed. Inside was a hidden vault. He opened it. Metal shimmered in the dim light. Combat armor, perfectly polished. Guns, clean and loaded. A long blade with the words, "For Earth, Forever," engraved on it. Back in orbit, the aliens didn't know any of this. They landed in an open field near a small village. No one came. To stop them! No alarms! No resistance! "Spread out," the Zarkel captain ordered. "Search the homes. Capture anyone you find." The aliens moved like shadows, their armor silent, weapons ready. They kicked open doors, scanned rooms, but found no one. Streets were empty, windows dark, no children, no noise, no life. It was too quiet. "This feels wrong," one of them muttered. "Stop being scared," the captain replied. "They probably ran." But as they moved deeper into the village, something strange happened. A faint buzzing sound in the air. Then the sound of something fast, too fast, cutting through the wind. Suddenly, a drone dropped from above, sleek, black, silent. It flew right past the soldiers, scanned them, and vanished. "What was that?" shouted one of the rookies. "Just a recon drone," the captain replied, trying to stay calm. "Ignore it." But it didn't end there. More drones appeared. First 2, then 5, then 10. They circled like vultures, never attacking, just watching. And then, one by one, they dropped smoke canisters. No explosions, just thick fog that spread quickly. Inside the fog, the Zarkel soldiers couldn't see anything. Their sensors failed. Their suits began to glitch. Maps turned blank. Guns lost aim. Confusion spread fast. "What is this? Are they jamming us?" the captain shouted. No answer came. One rookie screamed, and his signal vanished. Another tried to run but tripped over something. His camera showed a glimpse of a shadow, tall, armored, silent, and then went black. In less than 1 minute, 5 soldiers were gone. Commander Vrox, watching from the ship above, leaned forward. "What's happening down there? Report!" Static. Then, one broken message came through. "They're not what they seem." Vrox narrowed his eyes. "Pull them back. This isn't a simple colony." Back on the ground, only a few soldiers remained. One of them found an old flag hanging in the fog-covered street. A human flag. But written below it were strange words, bold and painted in red. "This is not a colony. This is a warning." He stared at it in horror. Another drone flew by and dropped something at his feet. A small device that lit up and played a human voice recording. "Welcome to Nova 12. You chose us. Now we choose how you end." The screen on the alien's wrist blinked. Timer started. 7 minutes remaining. He didn't know what it meant. But somehow, he understood one thing. They had made a mistake. A terrible mistake. And now, they were out of time. The alien soldiers moved carefully through the empty village. Their armor made no sound, but the silence around them was loud in their ears. Every door they opened was empty. Every street they crossed showed no sign of life. The aliens felt strange. How could this place be so quiet? Captain Thrax, leader of the alien squad, frowned. "Keep searching," he ordered. "They must be hiding. They can't have just disappeared." The rookies tried to stay brave, but some looked worried. Their weapons were ready, but their minds were unsure. Suddenly, the strange buzzing sound returned. It was soft at first, but it grew louder, faster. The sky above them filled with tiny, black shapes, drones. The drones did not attack with weapons. Instead, they moved like ghosts. They circled the aliens, shining small lights and sending strange signals. The alien suits began to glitch. Their helmets flickered with static. The weapons lost power. A young soldier named Zol turned to his captain. "Sir, our systems are failing. We can't see properly." Captain Thrax tried to calm his men. "Stay focused. It's only a trick. We fight with what we have." But then the ground shook. From the shadows, dark figures appeared, moving fast and silent. They wore armor that looked old, but was strong. They did not speak. They attacked like shadows in the night. The aliens were surprised. In less than a minute, the first squad fell. No screams, only silence. The soldiers tried to fight back, but their weapons jammed. The dark figures moved with speed and skill that no rookie could match. Captain Thrax called for backup. "We need reinforcements. Retreat to the dropships." But the reinforcements never came. The communication lines were broken. The dark figures kept closing in. The aliens realized they had fallen into a trap. Meanwhile, high above the planet, the warship Claw of Victory held its breath. Commander Vrox stared at the monitors, watching the battle unfold. "This can't be happening," he muttered. They said. This colony was weak. Suddenly, an alert sounded. The screens flickered. Then, one by one, the cameras on the planet went dark. "What is going on down there?" Vrox demanded. "Report now," Static answered him. On the ground, Captain Thrax's voice was urgent. "They are everywhere. Our weapons don't work. We must fall back or die here." But it was too late. From the fog and shadows, the dark warriors struck again. Their weapons were strange, silent, but deadly. In less than 7 minutes, the alien squad was shattered. The rookies who had laughed before were now gone. One last message came through the radio, barely audible. "They chose the weak colony, but we are the storm." Then silence. The countdown was ticking. 7 minutes. That was all it took for the colony to show its true power. The alien rookies thought this would be an easy fight. They were wrong. As the dust from the first battle settled, the ground beneath the village started to tremble. Hidden doors opened slowly, and powerful machines rose from underground bunkers. They were not old or broken. They were new, strong, and ready for war. From the shadows, human soldiers appeared wearing armor unlike anything the aliens had seen. Their suits gleamed in the weak sunlight. They moved silently but fast. Their eyes were calm but fierce. Serena Hale, the retired major, led them. She stood tall, watching the battlefield with sharp eyes. Her voice was quiet but firm. "Prepare to fight. This is our home." Suddenly, the quiet was broken by the hum of giant machines activating. Satellite weapons, hidden in the sky, turned their focus on the alien forces. Laser beams cut through the air like deadly snakes. Explosions shook the ground. The aliens were trapped. No escape routes, no safe places to hide. One alien soldier cried out, "This is impossible! How can a weak colony have such weapons?" Serena smiled slightly. "They called us weak because they did not know the truth." The battle was over very quickly. In just 7 minutes, the aliens were defeated. Their weapons were broken, their soldiers fallen. The rookies who had been so sure of victory were now silent. Commander Vrox, watching from his ship above, was shocked. "Pull them back! This fight is lost!" he ordered, voice shaking. Back on the ground, the humans did not celebrate. They cleaned their weapons, tended their wounded, and prepared for whatever might come next. Serena's eyes looked to the stars. "They will come again, and we will be ready." The colony was not weak. It was hidden strength, a quiet storm waiting to rise. After the sudden defeat on Nova 12, the alien leaders were confused and angry. How could a small, peaceful colony destroy their trained soldiers so easily? They needed answers. In the dark halls of the Alien High Council, Commander Vrox stood before the leaders. "This colony is not weak. It hides power we don't understand," he said, his voice low but serious. The council demanded more information. "Who are these humans? Why do they fight like ghosts? Where does their strength come from?" Back on Nova 12, the truth was clear, but hidden. The colony was not just a group of farmers and workers. It was a secret home for retired human soldiers and scientists. People who once fought in great wars across the stars, now living quietly, waiting for the moment they might be needed again. Serena Hale was one of them. Once a major in the Terran Special Forces, she had trained the best soldiers. Now she led the defense of Nova 12 with skill and calm. The humans had learned many things during their wars: how to hide, how to fight quietly, and how to use technology in ways no one expected. They had created special weapons, silent drones, and armor that could confuse enemies. They had made Nova 12 a trap, a test for anyone who thought humans were weak. One scientist, Dr. Lorne, explained to the council in secret transmissions, "We may seem small and quiet, but we carry the strength of Earth's warriors. Our technology is hidden but deadly. Our people are trained, patient, and ready." The aliens listened but did not believe at first. They thought the humans were bluffing, but the images from the battle showed something different. The rookies had disappeared in minutes. Their weapons failed. They were outsmarted. The council realized they had made a dangerous mistake. Nova 12 was not a weak colony. It was a place where humans had prepared for war in silence. A message was sent to all alien forces: beware the silent colonies. They may be stronger than the stars. Back on Nova 12, Serena looked out at the sky, knowing this was only the beginning. The galaxy had learned a lesson: never underestimate a hidden enemy. The defeat on Nova 12 shook the Zarkal Empire to its core. The young soldiers sent to conquer the weak colony had vanished in minutes. The commanders were angry and confused. What kind of humans were these? How could they be so strong? Commander Vrox stood before the alien generals in the war room. The large screens showed the ruined battlefield and the bodies of fallen soldiers. "We cannot afford to lose," Vrox said firmly. "We must prepare a second attack, bigger and stronger." Some generals agreed, shouting, "Send the main fleet! Destroy the colony once and for all!" but others hesitated. "We don't understand their weapons. We don't know their tactics. This second attack could be our last," warned a senior general. Despite the doubts, the decision was made. A larger alien fleet was assembled, filled with the best soldiers and the newest war machines. They were confident this time. Meanwhile, on Nova 12, the humans prepared quietly. Serena Hale walked among her people, inspecting weapons and checking defenses. "They will come again," she told them calmly. "But we have learned. We are ready." In a hidden lab, scientists worked on new technologies. Drones with better stealth, armor with improved shields, systems that could hack alien ships. Nova 12 was no longer just a colony. It was a fortress. A young soldier asked Serena, "Do you think they will really come back?" She looked at the stars. "They will try. And we will show them what happens when you choose the weak." Far away, the alien commanders studied old battle records and intercepted human signals. They saw how the humans watched, learned, and adapted. The aliens felt fear creeping in for the first time. "Is this retaliation or suicide?" one general whispered. The second attack was coming, and the galaxy held its breath. The second attack arrived faster than anyone expected. The alien fleet, larger and stronger than before, moved toward Nova 12 like a storm ready to crush everything. They believed this time they would win. But from the moment the alien ships entered the planet's orbit, strange things started to happen. The alien commanders watched their screens nervously. Their ships began to lose power. Systems flickered. "Weapons would not fire! Report! What is wrong with the fleet?" Commander Vrox shouted. On the ground, human engineers smiled quietly. Their hidden AI system was inside the alien network, silently taking control. The humans had prepared well. Suddenly, the alien ship's engines shut down one by one. Some drifted helplessly in space. Others started to fall toward the planet. An alien captain screamed into his radio, "We're under attack from inside. Our systems are being hacked." Meanwhile, on Nova 12, Serena and her team watched the battle from a command center underground. "They thought technology would save them," she said calmly. "But they forgot about human cunning." The humans launched a counterattack with precision. Drones swarmed the disabled alien ships. Human soldiers moved quickly to capture what was left. The alien fleet was destroyed before the first shots were even fired. Back in the alien council, panic spread. "How could this happen?" a general asked. "We lost without a fight," the bull. Galaxy soon learned a new truth about the humans. They were not just warriors. They were masters of war in every way: technology, tactics, and mind. A message spread throughout the stars. Earth was peaceful until you taught us war. Nova 12 became a symbol of human strength hidden in silence, a warning to any who dared to attack. The news of the Zarkal defeat spread quickly across the galaxy. No one had expected a small human colony like Nova 12 to destroy a powerful alien fleet twice. The message was clear. Humans were not weak. They were dangerous. In the great halls of the Galactic Council, leaders from many planets met. They whispered in fear. "Humans have changed," said one elder. "They hide their strength. We must be careful." Commander Vrox, once proud and confident, was now silent. His empire had lost face and soldiers. The defeat was a shock that made even the strongest alien armies pause. Back on Nova 12, Serena Hale and her people prepared for what might come next. They knew the galaxy would never forget their victory, but they also knew war was not over. Serena looked up at the stars. "They chose the weak colony," she said softly, "and they faced defeat in 7 minutes. Now, the galaxy knows we are ready." The humans had waited quietly for a long time. Now they stood tall, not just as survivors, but as protectors of their home and defenders of Earth's honor. In the dark reaches of space, other alien empires watched carefully. Some wanted peace, but many prepared their weapons, fearing the humans. The galaxy trembled. A new power had risen. Humans were no longer the forgotten colony. They were a force to be reckoned with, and this was only the beginning.